Okay, so I'm back to old style reviews. Back in the garden. Back to post-match reviews with Lad from the Tilton. Good old style rant time, I think. So, Huddersfield. I had a long second half to think about what I was going to say, because nothing happened. We were dreadful. We were shocking. There was no effort, no care, incredible lack of playing for the shirt. Listening on Blues TV, you can hear the commentators and obviously you can hear the players and the managers. Now, at 3-0 down, you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but at 3-0 down, as a manager on the side of the pitch, I'm on the edge of my technical area, shouting non-stop at my players, giving them a kick up their backside. And you couldn't hear it. It was silence. At points, there was nothing happening in the game, and they were just passing it about in the midfield. Commentators weren't saying anything. You couldn't hear anything. You heard the Cowley brothers every so often. But you couldn't hear Pep. He was sat down and just every so often got up, walked around his technical area for a stretch of the legs, go back down. You could be forgiven for believing Pep weren't even there. Because a match where you're given 5 substitutes, he makes none. Not long ago, he said it was a good idea, the 5 substitutes, because there were so many players that would get injured and so many players that would be unfit. Now, I understand the lack of experience on the bench completely. Yeah, I'm with him with that. There's a lack of experience on the bench. We don't have a massive squad. Might as well give those players experience there. 10 minutes left, you're losing 3-0. Stick a young lad on the pitch. What harm's it going to do? You're losing 3-0, you've lost the game. You never know, that young blood might come out and score a couple of goals. Jaden Reed, Stirk, Concannon, Boyd Muntz, those kind of players. Those are the kind of players who need bleeding into the team like that and showing for it. When we're losing 2-0 and you've got players sitting on the bench such as Sunyik, you've got Roberts sitting on the bench, you've got Kifton sitting on the bench, they've got to be thinking to themselves, what on earth is going on here? I'm sat on the bench, they're playing dreadful, they don't look like they're playing for the shirt. What do I have to do to get on that pitch? I get Sunyik's just come back from injury, completely get it. Kifton Bell played last game, conceded 3 goals. Okay. Yeah, sort of get it. Bella deserves to be put back on the wing. Yeah, I get it. Crowley played well on the other wing. He put some nice crosses in. So did Pedersen and a few from Colin. That was alright. It's about the only positive I can come up with from that game. Was there was about 4 crosses that went into the middle that Duke decided didn't want to header properly and put wide. So yeah, that went dreadfully wrong. What else? Spoke about the no subs. Spoke about the central of midfield. Jude, it didn't suit him how we were playing at all. He was trying to get himself into the game. He tried to play his normal style, but with the way the rest of them were playing, it just wasn't working. Because he plays a different style to everyone else, and he's a different class and different level to everyone else, and they were marking him out the game. So they're trying to give it to Gardner. Gardner wasn't doing it. So then they started hoofball. Hoofball wasn't working. And then it's back to revert to plan A. Plan B is revert to plan A. Which never worked in the first place. And so, why do it again? Because Pep says so. Now, simple. You have a manager who has said he's leaving at the end of the season. a manager with a lack of experience in these positions, a manager who know-how isn't exactly these football positions, a manager who nearly took Oxford down, a manager who is currently giving an opportunity to a team like Birmingham City and the squad we have like Birmingham City to go down. This is not acceptable. A manager who has already announced he is leaving. We are looking for a new manager. But what manager is going to step into a catastrophe like this? You might as well. Now, I say this whilst just watching a 3-0 defeat that probably should have been 5 or 6. Camp saving a penalty that he put into the back of the net. But I'm saying this just after that game. But in my eyes, may as well give it Gardner. I'm not his biggest fan as a manager idea at the moment, but Pep doesn't want it anymore. It's plain and simple. Pep is not the man for the job. He's not the man. I feel like Pep needs to go now, or else we'll certainly end up in a relegation battle. If not, we will go down. That is my prediction at the moment. Because the lack of tenacity, the lack of everything, the lack of subs, the lack of care, the lack of appreciation, the lack of everything. The team he picked was a decent team. I'll give him that. It was a good team, but there was a couple of massive problems with the team. One, you had 2 attacking midfielders against a team that needed to go for it. Against a team that were desperate for 3 points. Against a team that didn't even dream of 3 points at the start of this day. A team that have gone away with 3 points and a 3-goal better goal difference. It can't carry on. The last 3 games at home, we've conceded 3 goals. Reading, Hull, and Huddersfield. That's 3 games we should have been winning, let alone conceding 3 goals at home. I understand the difference for the players and everything. I completely feel for them there. The stadiums being empty can't be a good feeling for them. Playing in front of an empty stadium, playing in front of cardboard cutouts, it can't be what they were looking for. It's just not what they thrive under. Blues players normally thrive under pressure, thrive under being 2 goals down, 1 goal down, late in a game, pushing for a draw, getting points here and there from the crowd singing. The silence is deafening for them, really. The silence is clearly deafening because they just didn't look for it. Clark-Salter made a couple of decent challenges. Harley Dean, once again, I've said it before on the vlog, I've had some people disagree with me, but he is not my captain. Not my choice for captain at all. And I would, next game, drop him and Mark Roberts would be the centre-half with Jake Clark-Salter. All I'm saying is the Clark-Salter and Roberts partnership worked okay, whereas the Dean and Clark-Salter partnerships conceded 3 goals. Again, after conceding 3 goals before. Something needs changing. Whether it's the players, whether it's the manager, whether it's the way we're playing, something needs to change. After all this, I don't know where we are in the table. I know they're 3 points better off on us than they were before. We were 17th, I think, pre-match, after yesterday's results. Some teams getting good results that put them 3 points better off than us now. Them getting 3 points, us getting 0. It's just shocking. Wigan pushing up the table, but then today announcing they're in administration. Now that's something that I potentially will speak about in a different video, but I'm thinking about making a video about like the EFL and all this different things. Please comment below if you'd like that kind of a video, because I'm going to do some like digging into things a little bit, or try to talk about a few things. Due to, as a Blues fan, we've had the Carson Young scandal, the BIHL scandal that we've got now, the attempt of selling things that shouldn't be sold, the EFL fit and proper test for Bury, the EFL fit and proper test for Bolton, the EFL fit and proper test for Wigan that were taken over 4 weeks ago and are now in administration. So this once again shows the EFL are a bunch of muppets. But I think they know we have that feeling about them by now. But yeah, giving away 2 penalties in a match, conceding 3 goals, no passion, 0 subs, something has to be done. Just a Wednesday night in the life of a Blue Nose. Relegation battle, here we come. Keep right on, see you in the next video, guys. Please put all your thoughts on this down below. Rant if you want in the comments section about the dreadful performance. It's what it's there for. I can give a reply. We can all rant together. Now, so, and your thoughts on other issues. If you would like me to talk about the EFL thing or different things like that, feel free to put it down there. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Thanks for watching the rant. Just over 12 minutes nearly now. Keep right on. See you on Saturday, where hopefully we get a better performance and definitely get a better score. Keep right on.